This is a transmission fluid change on a 2010 and up GMC Terrain or Chevy Equinox with a 2.4 4-cylinder engine. So first of all, what you're going to want to do is come down here. I have this car lifted, but you're going to want to lower it to make sure you get most of the oil out, most of the tranny fluid. But there is the lower screw right here. You're just gonna unscrew this one and let it all drain out right there. And once you get it drained out, you're gonna top it off, put more transmission fluid in there. And this is the overflow valve. So you're gonna wanna unscrew this. Once it's drained out and you know it all leaks into the pan or whatever you have, go ahead, put that back on there, put that screw back in there, unscrew this one, and you're gonna refill it from the top. And when it starts overflowing, to let you know you have enough, it's gonna ooze out of here. At that point, you go ahead and once it's done coming out, you go ahead and screw it back on and you should be good. So you unscrew that one, let it drain out, put it back on, and you go through you go to the outside and you start topping it off. And this one is gonna let you know when you have too much. You go ahead and screw it back on once it's done draining. And I used a simple tool. This is a size 11. You probably can't tell on my camera, but that's a size 11. And this is where you're gonna go ahead and refill it. Right there. This little cap right here. Sorry, I'm trying to do this with one hand. Yeah, you're gonna go ahead and refill it right there. Just simple. I fit about 4.5 quarts. And it uses Dextron 6. But what I recommend is doing the flush, driving it around about 500 to 1,000 miles, and once it's done, once you got it all mixed up, go ahead and do it one more time, maybe 2 more times, because there's a lot of transmission fluid that's stuck in the torque converter. And the only way to get that fully out is to do a full flush and pay lots of money, or just to, you know, do the change once, drive it around about 500 or 1,000 miles, you know, and then go ahead, you know, 200 miles, you should be good. And this is what I used. I got mine from, what was it, Walmart? I think it was like 16 bucks. And I mean, it says it takes about 6 to 11. The auto part said 11, or no, the auto part said 6.5. I was reading online, it said it takes about 10 to 11, but I only used one of these, so mine took about 4.5 quarts. So there's a lot of oil that's still stuck in there, a lot of transmission fluid, and you want the ATF 6. It'll tell you, oh, that's not it right there, but on the back it'll tell you Dextron right there. If I could get my camera, there we go, Dextron V5. And for the screw, it wasn't too tight. You just go ahead and put this one, size 11. You can use any type of tool you got. It wasn't too hard. So I'm gonna go ahead and run this. Hopefully it'll start shifting better. We'll see.